I was telling y'all we had them cause it's Wednesday. I was giving y'all that. I was telling y'all not to live in that fear, and I was telling you how one of my cousins fought up her mama boyfriend at the time. Yeah, like it was funny because they were playing cards, like I was saying in the video. It was around the holiday season. They was um, playing cards. They were playing spades, I think. And like he was talking, he was like, "Ooh," they was just talking. They was going back and forth. That's just what they were doing at the time. And I went there, like right there. I was in the room, but I could hear them because it was so loud. So I'm like, by this time I finished my game because I was playing the game. I had finished the game and I was about to get some macaroni and cheese and some juice, right? And then like it was almost like they was going back and forth. She was like, whatever, nigga. That's why you. She was like, that's why your twist never touch your back of your neck. Matter of fact, you like a broke down P Diddy with that hat on. And then she was like, matter of fact, take that, take that. Matter of fact, don't take that, take back. And then she threw out her cards and she was like, that's game, nigga. And then we was like, damn. and then and then he like everybody just looked at him and bust out laughing. And then she was like, yeah, we know your polo ain't real, nigga. And we was like, damn. But and then that nigga just went outside and smoked a cigarette. And like, but the whole house was like, damn, it was just bust out laughing. It was just so funny. I remember that. She was like, you like a broke down P. Diddy, take that, take that. But the funniest thing, this what made it funny. Like, and the reason I had to tell the story again, it wasn't the fact that she said the shit, it was the fact that she won the game. Right? That's what made it funny. And then soon as she said it, that nigga adjusted his fitted, right? He had it fitted on. He adjusted it. And like you could see his like little twist. And the sad thing about it is she had did his hair earlier that day. So it was like, damn. He adjusted his fitted and just walked out the door and started smoking a cigarette. It was like, damn. So I've been around this. I've been around this, and I was telling y'all don't live in that fear. But that shit was funny, dog. I remember that. But they used to be going back, and I think it was so funny because they used to just be going back and forth like all day. Like it was like, damn, that's crazy. Another video. Glad I could share that with y'all. But hold on, give me a sec. The irony. Why y'all be living in that fear so much? You scared to live it up, nigga? You scared to be yourself, huh? You scared to actually try out there, huh? It's scary. That's why it's scary. It's October right now too. It's scary. I'm telling you, it's scary. Mm-hmm. Y'all be living in it, dwelling in it, preparing for it. That'd be the one. I'm already knowing that's the one. But well, be preparing for that. But I know I'm making a little noise. I just really had to think about that. She really said that to that man. And this was like probably like '08, '09, like '07 type shit. Like, and it was somebody, the whole house was like, damn. And we just bust out laughing. And it was so many of us. Like, nigga just, he was like, man. Yeah, he was like, man. He walked outside. And I, I'm oh like damn. I have lived to see some shit, but I can't stop laughing at that shit. That shit really got me geeking, bro. Like, damn. Wow. 5 minutes and 43 seconds. I'm sorry, y'all. I just and then I had another cousin. Her and her sister was going back and forth. I'm talking about going back and forth. Holiday season again. Holiday season. I think it was a funeral that had just happened. So holiday season again. And then, dang, what happened? Oh yeah, they was eating seafood, boy. You know the crabs and stuff. They was eating all that because that's what they like. My mom cooked it or whatever. So everybody in the kitchen. I'm taking stuff out the pot too because I just got done playing the game. Right, I'm waiting. Waiting on everybody. So I'm in and out the pot. They going back and forth because I think one of them like took the crab from another one or took out their plate or something. So I'm talking about they they been going at it all day because that's just what they do, right? But it got real serious. It got real serious. It was like the younger one. She was like, you always taking my shit, bro. Stop touching my shit. And then the older one, she was like, I ain't take your shit, girl. I ain't. While eating her shit, right? By a trash can. One is like right. It's like it's a counter right here. Say it's a counter right here, and then it's a counter over here, but it's like a trash can right there. So she eating by the counter, like throwing stuff in the trash can, right? Cause I think she did eat all her shit, right? Cause I'm in the pot, so I'm behind both of them. They walk by each other. They going back. My fault, yo. So they going back and forth. The younger one's like, man, I'm sick of your shit. You gotta stop eating my shit. You too big for that shit. So she's just going back and forth. Right. And then her sister's like, I don't give a fuck. I gotta do what I want. I ain't touch your shit though. Knowing she had ate her shit, right? So so I'm just like, damn. I'm like, damn. So y'all down with this pod? Cause I'm finna fuck it up. They was like, yeah, we cool, yeah, yeah. And she was like, no, such and such. The younger was like, such and such. You need to give him my shit back. Uninhale that shit, dog. So they going back and forth, right? And then she was like, man. So like the older one was like, man, if I did eat it, okay. So and like, what are you gonna do? Like all in her face, right? And the funniest thing, bro. The younger one, I have never heard no shit like this, but I died. Cause she was naturally funny. She was like, man, you need to get out my face. Over there looking like a matter of fact, let me move. She was like over there looking like an overgrown chinchilla. I was like, damn. And then we zoomed in and it was the fit that she had on. It was like, damn. She had on like one of my mom's like nightgown, like moo type things. And the camera zoomed in on her. Then she had her bonnet on. It was like, damn. And the whole house just bust out laughing. So yeah, this stuff really happened to me, people. So I'm in the pot. I'm dying laughing. I done damn near burnt myself because I'm just laughing hard. He said over there looking like a overgrown chinchilla. Niggas nappy. But listen, man. You talking about they would the whole house would just geek. Like I'm talking. And you talking about a nigga was gonna write that one down, but I had already It was so funny. I ain't even want to steal it, and I was like, I don't even know when the next time I was gonna use that. But and then that same cousin that said that, right? She was the younger one, but she was older than me still, like by a few months, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna. We used to just be going back and forth with each other, just doing it, cause that was just what we would do. Like she would literally call my phone, whatever phone I had, house phone, whatever, call my phone, and we would just ski, Joan, rank, like all the time about the other one's Polo Man. Cause like I used to wear polo like so bad. Like, I used to wear polo like all the time. Before I switched to Tommy Hilfiger, polo is this. This is polo. It needs to be washed, like deeply washed around the thing. So I can't show y'all the rest of it. I just haven't got to the cleaners. Anyway, she like we would just call each other up, join each other, whatever, whatever. She used to say like crazy stuff, and I'm just like, bro. One day I knew the conversation was gonna go there, and I just did not feel like going there about the Polo Mans. Cause we was talking about stuff. We was talking about stuff like her life in Atlanta. Cause I wanted to come back up there and move and shit. So we was talking about her life in Atlanta. Talking about how she had got in fights and all that. I'm talking about school, selling candy, all type of shit I was doing. Right? She she was like, man, I already heard though. I'm like, no. Cause I already knew how she said it. I was like, no, we not finna go there. So we end up going there. She clowning, I'm clowning, but she making me mad. I was like, we just going back and forth, right? She was like, but I don't know why your Polo Man look like he's having a seizure. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at her, we going back and forth, and I'm like, man, that's why your Polo Man can't go through the drive-through. Like we just, I'm like, matter of fact, your Polo Man had a pimp cane shotgun last time we seen his ass. Like she started screaming. She told me, she like, bro, what? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say it again. So I'm walking up, and then she still tried to. I'm talking about, she laughing to my cuz, say it again, cuz. I'm like, no, leave me alone. So she going back and forth with me. I'm walking on the phone, going back and forth with her. I'm like, bro, no, you gonna keep begging me to say it again. She like, bro, please, bro. I'm like, no, cause we seen your Polo Man just get distracted and slap a stop sign, right? She was like, matter of fact. She was like, what? I'm like, matter of fact, your Polo Man honestly couldn't make it here this evening. That boy buckled down some stairs. And she was like, I can't do it. And I'm like, bro, I'm about to hang up the phone. So I hung up the phone. She called me back. I'm talking about laughing. It was about 20 minutes later. She's still laughing. Cause I'm folding up clothes. I'm just like, she made me mad cause I ain't want to talk about it, cause I knew she was gonna do it, cause she would talk about the Polo Man all night, and it's like, man, shut up. But that was my dog. But when she said overgrown chinchilla, that was different, boy. Reflections.